Good afternoon and welcome to the Business Brunch. This is the last business brunch of the summer, but we will return in September. As always, do say hello in the comments and tell us where you are. And are you suffering from the heat or are you sheltering from the storms? Let us know. Let us know. So welcome to the Business Brunch. Usually this is continuous professional development in bite-sized chunks over lunch, but today we're taking a break from that. But yeah, do say hello in the comments, and then we'll introduce ourselves, and then we'll tell you what today's show is all about. So whilst I'm here, I'll start. I'm Vanessa Ashworth. I'm a marketer, currently working with eServe Chartered Surveyors. Melinda, who are you?
Hi there. My name is Melinda Ward. I am the Director for Consulting Solutions and Managed Services at Helm 360. And so my area of speciality is consulting and management and business transformation. Sarah?
I'm busy trying to turn my computer on to quiet and it won't go quiet, so apologies. I'm an IT numpty, but on my good days, I'm an executive coach and I work with senior leaders and leadership teams, helping them develop the confidence, the mindset and the skills to become awesome and create environments where everybody can thrive. So I like that job. It's fun.
Yeah. It's good.
We've got some people coming in, so let me just...
Yeah. Oh, do you want to start with that then?
We're just going to say hi to Andy. Anyone going to Leah's event on Friday? No, we're not invited because we're down south.
No, everyone's invited to Leah's event. I did go to the last one in Manchester, but I'm going camping. I'm going to another festival this weekend. Sorry.
Are you going, Andy? Do you want to take a +1?
That's where I met Andy, actually. Andy and I met at the last Leah's
okay.
in summer last year. Yeah.
Kimberly's in. Hi, Kim.
Kimberly's still in Calgary for a work trip.
Yeah, have fun there. Andrew Bennett's in. Good afternoon. San Francisco. Hey, welcome to welcome to England, San Fran.
Yeah, this is the early morning crew.
Danny's here. We have to get our BB fixed before your well-earned break. Oh,
thank you.
Yeah. He's not quite. Oh, you are cool enough to go to Learson, but you're too far down south to go, I reckon. We need to do a down south one.
Leah does the Christmas one is down south.
Oh, is it? All right. We'll go to that one then. Andrew Cameron's in. Hello, working the garden today. Oh, lovely, nice and fresh, not too warm. Sunny Walton on Thames. Oh, yes, you're not far from me, are you, Andrew? Danny, Leah, in truth, I'm at a speaking agent, can't make it. All right, so you do think you're cool enough. That's nice. And Mark Hopkinson, hello, good day to you, Mark. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you all for joining us. Yeah, so yeah, as you noticed, this is the last business brunch of the summer. We will be back in September. So why? So we started.
Why will we be back?
Why will we be back? Well, good question, and maybe the people here can help us answer that. And so we started the business brunch over a year ago. We were still.
It's nearly 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago, isn't it? Yeah. We were still pretty much in lockdown. Everyone was working from home. We weren't going back to the office, and we all craved that connection. And so we started very lightheartedly just to kind of open that connection and to create a community and to have that chat over lunch. As people started to go back into the office and people went back into work and things got a bit more hectic, we reduced the business brunch to 30 minutes and started to concentrate less on the chatter and more on the learning. So what could we give you quickly in 30 minutes that would empower your day, your week, your month, your life? And we would invite more and more people to share their knowledge with us. And that's gone down really, really well. However, the audience hasn't grown. We've learned lots from it, but what's next? And we don't know what next looks like. We do know that everyone is really busy at the minute. It's a hard economic climate, and we all seem to be doing the jobs of 2 or 3 people. We're in that status of overwhelm, nearing burnout, and we've got to manage our time and that balance and space and well-being. So we've decided we need a well-earned break. You, our wonderful community, need a well-earned break as well.
Andy doesn't. and he doesn't need a break from us.
Oh,
He
you're
needs a
an
break, and it's
absolute
an uplifting start to the week. And this is lovely. Thank you, Andy, and you've been with us for many weeks, many months, and we really appreciate it. So, what is it about the business brunch that you like, and what are the bits we need to keep? What are the bits we could lose? For people that have been here over and over again, let us know. And for those that are just coming to it for the first time, what would you want to see in a live program every Monday? What do you need from us? How can we help you? How can we serve you best? Oh, and Rajesh is saying hello from Diamond.
No, Rajesh.
India.
Diamond
Thank you for joining us.
Sounds very fancy, doesn't it?
We're covering the world quite well today.
We are,
We've
yeah.
got from India on one side of the globe to Calgary and San Francisco on the other side of the globe. So we've literally wrapped the world.
The day we're shutting down for a while, everybody decides to come in. Oh, this is all we need to do is threaten you with leaving.
Well, I think part of it is too that a lot of people for the next 2 months are on summer holidays. And so they're not working as much. They've got school break. They're doing lots more activities or trying to balance a lot more, including, well, Vanessa and Sarah have kids, so my cats are not so demanding in that regard. But we also think it's sensible that as people are off doing other things, that we take a break. But this is where we really would like your input. We would like your help to what would make you happy, and to rejoin in September, and to bring some friends along as well to kind of help us bring what we're doing to more people, because that's where we're a bit curious as to what can add specific benefit for you and for people So let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Thank you, Danny. And also, just today, we won't just be talking about what comes next, but if you've got a marketer, you've got a consultant, a leader, well, we're all leaders, and an executive coach in your hands right now for the next 20 odd minutes, what questions have you got for us? What do you want to know?
Ask us anything.
Ask us anything. I mean, even if we don't know the answer, we'll make it up. We're those kind of people. The chances are we will know something. And if we don't, Danny will know the answer. So that's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've got any questions for us, please ask. What are you musing about this week? What's blocking you? What's getting in your way? What do you need to know about marketing, consulting, being a leader, barking? Yeah. Ask us. We're here. Sorry, Vanessa, back to you.
No, well, actually, Danny's just put another comment in. So let's look at that, and then we'll go to ask you some questions.
Really good range of speakers and content too. Many of these sorts of discussions tend to be laser focused, which is fine too. But this is more like a taster intro to lots of subject. Yeah, brilliant. So obviously, in half an hour, we can't go into masses of detail. But it gives you a little taste into what's going on. And sometimes there should be enough nuggets for you to take one thing. I know, Vanessa, you've got a whole book of nuggets.
I do.
And Danny's laughing, probably because I said if we don't know the answer, he will.
Excellent. So go on then. So Danny's given us some really nice feedback, and Andy has said it's an uplifting start to the week, which is wonderful, isn't it? So Melinda and Sarah, what do you enjoy most about the business brunch, or what have been your best bits?
I would say I've enjoyed, actually, I'm not going to pick out a single guest at the moment, but in addition to spending time, learning from both of you, to be exposed to a lot of people whom I might not have crossed paths with, has been really interesting and brought in interesting perspectives and different views on things. And I think that is cool, because sometimes in social media like LinkedIn and so forth, we get so channeled by the algorithms to only see the people who are, relevant to us, or what the algorithm thinks are relevant to us. But yet we can learn so much from broader sources. And that's where I think I've really learned a lot over the past, almost 2 years from this whole show, from your perspectives, but the broad variety of others.
Yeah, excellent. How about you, Sarah?
Well, I'm just going to bring up what Danny said. 1 week it's marketing, next it's breathing, then it's culture. I mean, that makes me laugh, because my dad, hi Vic, watches this religiously. He is my number one fan. And after the breathing one that we did a couple of weeks ago, he rang me up and he said, Well, thank God for that. I'm a lot better now. I know how to breathe. I've been breathing wrong for 79 years. But what I love is we're touching people that we don't know that we're touching. We're helping people. My dad's still learning. He's 79 and he loves what we do on here, not just because it's me, but he loves learning from everybody. And then it's culture. So yeah, it's just really nice introducing lots of areas, all of which touch our business and lives. And that for me is really key, is that we cover so many different things. I also love the fact that I get an opportunity to share my knowledge, my skills to help more people. Because one of the things I'm all about is helping 10,000 people, 10,000 leaders in the next 10 years to become the best version of themselves so that they can, create these high performance environments where everybody thrives. And this has given me a platform to be able to get that message out. And right at the top of this chat, I don't know if everyone will see it, but if you want to watch any of the shows we've done, every single one of them has been recorded. From breathing to mindset, imposter syndrome, all sorts of things, marketing excellent, consulting brilliance. It's all on our mine and Vanessa's YouTube channel. Not that we have one together, but we have separate ones.
And my LinkedIn feed and my the Consultant Mentor Instagram feed.
Yeah, so you can find things on there. The good thing about the YouTube channel is you don't have to go searching for it. It's just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that we've got a legacy of information and things we can share with people who might be stuck and need some help and they can't afford to pay for it. So I've loved that, and I've loved meeting people that, like you said, Melinda, would never have met before.
Yeah.
Learning things that have made me howl with laughter and be shocked with surprise and delighted and all sorts of things. So yeah, it's been great. What about you, Vanessa?
Oh, you say it's the learning, isn't it? Like you said, I've got a kind of a pad full of notes, and if I can go away each week with just one golden nugget that has kind of helped me progress some way, or reminds me of something, or it's that continual learning that I've enjoyed. But also I just love it. I love that we have people who show up every week to join us.
Yeah, we've met some great people here, and those connections have also been great because, like, by connecting, for example, to Andy or Danny or so forth on LinkedIn, then I get exposed, for example, to their thoughts, but also the thoughts of their network as well. So that is what the purpose of LinkedIn is. That is the purpose of networking, but in a very organic and positive way, instead of the contrived spammy messages that LinkedIn has been producing a lot of lately.
Yeah. So Jo, hi Jo, thanks for joining us. And she says we've earned the break. Thank you. I don't know what's happened to my voice. I'm not emotional.
I am not.
I've enjoyed the topics from leadership skills to breathing techniques. There were bits in those sessions that have helped me. So thank you. Absolute pleasure. And this is great to know. Do you know if you're ever watching this on replay, could you put a hashtag replay in the comments so we know? Because we have no way of tracking who's watched this or who's found it helpful and what they've found helpful. Something positive to learn each week. My professional world seems quite narrow to me, so I enjoy the breadth of topics. Fabulous. And that was what it was for, really, wasn't it? Hey, Deborah, thanks for joining us. Agree with Melinda. It's having bite-sized ideas that are happening day to day in work and business. Andy, the worst episode was when Sarah plugged her book. Plug her off. That was the bestest. Have I told you? Hey!
Picture mine, it's down there.
Right, Andy. Just in case you didn't know, I've released a book called Leader Unleashed. That might be the wrong way around. I don't know. I haven't mirrored my camera. How rude. Yes, it is good. I've forgiven you. Cheeky devil. Oh, please, Danny. Right. This is not fun. You're not fed up of me talking about gardens yet, Melinda?
No.
I love the way. I love the way that Danny can find a story out of anything, can get it into
segues into culture.
It's fabulous. So yes, thank you. The book is good.
So thinking about that, because obviously 2 years ago, the idea of writing a book was just that far off idea.
Yeah.
So how have you, I'm not saying whether the business brunch has changed you, but I know it's changed me. Has the business brunch changed you, and how have you changed over the last 2 years?
I think it's definitely changed me. It's built my confidence.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
everyone assumes that we must be confident to do this, but I can tell you behind the scenes when we first started, it was like bleh. They were like that. And what we're going to say, and it's made me realise, for all of us actually, that we've
Yep.
all got value to add, and that we all do things differently, and that it adds value, even if we don't know hundreds and thousands of people are watching it. It's adding value to us and to other people. That was never what it was about anyway. It was about, could we help one person a week, and if so,
Yeah.
that was the value to it. So yeah, it's helped me build my confidence. It's helped me build my network. Obviously, it's built my friendship with you two, which is fabulous. Yeah, it's been great. Am I going to say it's made me a better person? No, that's my own coaching skills. It's done that. But no, I mean, it's
How about you, Melinda?
Yeah, I think I've definitely, in addition to the learning bits that I'd mentioned earlier, and broadening my frame of reference for different people and different backgrounds, and being able to learn from a broader range of people. I'd say the act of being live on camera is something that is quite empowering as you get used to it. Because if you'd said to me 3 years ago, oh, next year you're going to be doing a live show on LinkedIn, and sometimes we're going to be kind of focusing on you, and you're going to be doing the presentation, answering the questions. Even though I'm kind of okay with training and like training clients and things like that, that's a controlled situation. This is an less controlled situation. So I was quite anxious about it. And so I've definitely gotten more confident with that sort of impromptu speaking and being on camera, and
brilliant.
just managing the dynamics of change and spontaneous broadcasting.
Yeah. And what about you, Vanessa? Because like me, appear very confident. We all do, but we do it in different ways. How's it helped you?
As you say, it's that confidence piece, isn't it? Yeah, I've always been confident, but then if you would ask me to do a presentation in front of a room of 100 people or 1,000 people, I'd have been really nervous about something like that before. Whereas now, you could ask me 5 minutes before, as happened at a conference recently, or a festival recently, and I was told, "Oh, you're on stage in 15 minutes. You've got 15 minutes to talk about Rivington." That would have thrown me before, not now. I do feel, because we're on the spot all the time, that I can talk about my favourite subjects, and with purpose, and I can be legible. I'm not sure if I'm being legible now, actually.
You're making perfect
But it's given me that confidence to just speak, which has been incredible. But yeah, the main thing that I've got from this has to be all the learning from the two of you, from our audience, who were always really engaged and put loads of learning in there for us, and also the interviews that we've had. There's been so much to get.
I wonder whether part of what we do next, then, this is just as a thought that's randomly come into my head, is encourage people, because we know it's built our confidence, encourage people to come and join us.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to be a product or a specialist in a certain area, but just to come and build their confidence. To
chat.
go on stream.
Do a show,
like Andy, he's not been on yet. Come and talk about my book because he loved it. You always come across as very natural, good-humoured, knowledgeable, open-minded, and not too serious about yourself. So thank you. That is exactly how But serious about what you do. I'm a fanboy for all three. Oh, bless you. Oh,
so what is next then? We've got 10 minutes left. When we come back in September, what do you want? If you want anything at all, I think you kind of do. You're saying really lovely things. Thank you. So what do you want? Do we want more interviews? Do we want
more
come on stage with us and just chat? Do you want us to talk about whatever's in the news that week and just generally share ideas or reflect on what that means in leadership, perhaps,
or AMAs and like AMA things.
Yeah, an AMA. Does it need to be more structured? I did love the book. Still going about the book. know what we'll do when we come back. We're just going to talk about my book constantly. And Danny and Andy are like really good mates now and everything.
Well,
which is really
have they met in real life?
I don't know, but we should all meet in real
We
life.
should all meet. We should have a video.
So yeah, I mean, we are very good before we come on here. We have a 15-minute catch up before we come on, and we're on a subject and we talk about it. And actually, we felt we could just come and do that, but it's not then as structured. Does it have a real purpose? Do you want a learning out of it? Do you want just a brain break because life is so stressful? Do you just want to come and have a laugh with us and see what we're ranting on about that week? Let us know. We're always happy to take questions on our specialist subjects. It sounds like a TV program, doesn't it? Specialist subject. And just give our thoughts and opinions or help you in any shape or form that we can. So, yeah, let us know. Let us know.
What would you? Yeah, I don't know if this is easy or difficult to answer because we've struggled a bit with the admin side of things, isn't it? Because we're all working really hard, we're all busy, overwhelmed, whatever, and so putting together the show, or even though it's organising guests, creating the posts, and all the rest of it,
it's time consuming.
It is time consuming, isn't it? So it'd be really interesting to see: is it worth it? Is this what people want, or is a chat enough? Or what do people want? What would you like, Sarah? Do you know?
What I would really like is I'm just seeing that come up from Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly. What I would really like is to be able to continue adding value, but not being so onerous on our time, because it is, and we're all under a huge amount of pressure to get stuff done, but to keep adding value in some shape or form. So, I don't know is the answer. I think we need to move forward. See if we get any feedback from this show. If people have got anything they really want us to do, and we'll try a few things. We'll try an AMA. We'll try having a chat about a specific subject. We'll take it in turn to take the lead, so it's not onerous. And the same thing will go out every week, so there won't be a special post going out with it's about this, that, and the other. It'll be about the same thing, but a different topic. So it'll run the same way, but a different topic.
And we can still look at having guests for unique topics once in a while. It's just a matter of, it needs to be, I think, a bit more organic on that scale. So if we get onto a topic, if there's something that's timely, if there's something that, hey, a lot of people really use this, and I've got just the person who can come on, then that's much easier than, who in the entire world can we try to find who would be, a topic, who would be interested in coming on as a guest, rather. Yes. So that's where we end up spending a lot more time than is obvious, which is good. It's supposed to look effortless. That's our job. But just to manage it, we'd need to kind of scale back on the guests and be really focused on what you as the audience will find most helpful.
Yeah.
Vanessa, it'd be good to get your thoughts on this, but I also just want to ask, on top of that, is what's been have you got a favourite guest? Obviously we're going to say Danny.
Yes.
As well as Danny being our favourite guest, is there a favourite guest that springs to mind for you?
Oh, no.
What episode would you recommend people going back to look at on our YouTube channels?
Oh, put me on the spot. I should have thought about this before.
I've got one to get going if you like.
You go for it, yeah.
Okay, so the two that you've done with Mr. Priestley, Andrew Priestley, who is just a legend, an absolute legend. He's a leadership and business coach, and he's an absolute gent and very, very good at what he does and makes perfect sense. And I know both of those shows. I wasn't in one of them, but I know both of them went down really well. So definitely go and have a watch back of those if you're interested in leadership and performance. And obviously all the ones we've done and Danny's done as well.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Danny's. Actually, I've got a whole page. I was looking back through in preparation for today. I was looking back through some of my show notes, And I actually have a whole page from the session we had from Danny. So that just goes to affirm the value that was in that program.
Yeah.
And Rob Willis had some interesting
Oh,
things.
yeah, Rob was
as
great
well.
as well.
Yeah.
We had so many.
Yeah. And Andrew last week was good, but obviously that was quite recent. And then there was that very special book launch.
Yeah, I mean, all of those, obviously, everything about that's been amazing, but let's not focus on me. Oh, no, let's focus on me.
Yeah, so isn't it funny how I can remember the earlier ones better than the later ones? And so one of our very first guests may have been our first guest, actually, Danny Attias.
Oh, Danny, yes.
Danny, way back at the beginning, and he
Yeah.
was talking about how within 6 weeks of joining a new company, he will have found his successor. And he's always trying to find, the people to kind of bring up, finding people who are better than you that fulfills the team. And I think that was a good learning. And yeah, there's so many.
Yeah,
This is a great
one has had their own unique points that have been valuable in my opinion. So it's
Deborah asked a great question. What guests would you have liked but didn't get? Gosh, that's a really good question.
Have we asked anybody that didn't say yes?
No, everyone we've asked has said yes. Oh, the only person we haven't had on yet, which was my fault because I messed up the date, was the fabulous Andrea White, who is very senior and very knowledgeable and well known in the fire and engineering world. She's an incredible human being. So I would have liked to have her on to talk about neurodiversity in the workplace and being a female in a man's world, because she's had some amazing struggles to deal with and she has gone from strength to strength. So I would have loved to have had her. So actually, thank you, Deborah. She's next on the list.
So yeah, whilst that's a really good question. I'm not sure who else, but who would you like to see on, or what topics?
What topics? Yeah.
Would you like us to cover? That's interesting, isn't it? And thinking about the Ask Me Anything thing or put in your questions, we always used to ask when it was more chatty, what are you struggling with this week?
Yeah.
If you think about every week, on Monday, you come into work and you look at your plan of what you've got to do ahead. Where do you need help? Where do you need confidence, courage, ideas? So tell us.
And would people feel comfortable doing that on a live setting? That's the problem. I mean, we're very in touch with ourselves now, aren't we? And quite open about everything that we feel and do and say. We've got used to it, but I totally understand why other people aren't. So, for example, if someone's got a leadership issue, are they going to come on here and go, oh yeah, can you explain to me how to deal with this person who's behaving appallingly and yada, yada, yada? They're not going to do it. So
send us a DM before the show.
Yeah, we can take private comments and then respect privacy. We've offered that before, but it's been a while since we've mentioned it. Please feel free, if you do have any sensitive queries, send any or all of us a DM and just say, please don't give my name, but here's the circumstance. And we can respect that absolutely and raise the question in an anonymous fashion.
Okay. Joe says, yeah, make it work for you. Shouldn't be a burden. The bits I've liked have been a mixture of guests that have brought new hold on.
Stretched my thinking. The one session of Andrew's I joined was amazing.
And I love any leadership, diversity, inclusion, things about working that aren't your job topics. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. All right. Well, listen, we'll think. We've adored talking to you,
absolutely,
playing on the chat, hearing what you've got to say, learning from you. And we hope you have the most fabulous summer. And we will be back in September.
Yeah. Before we go, really quickly, just because I want to show off, what are you doing for the summer, ladies?
Okay. I'm going to Cyprus for 2 weeks, and then I'm going on a water sports holiday where I don't do any water sports, but everyone else does.
Relaxation holiday, in other words.
I just do this on a boat. It's lovely.
Excellent.
What about you?
I've got some concerts lined up over the next couple weeks, and then at the end of August, I'm doing a thing called Camp Wildfire, which is basically a mashup of Scout Camp and a music festival. in a forest outside Sevenoaks in
Cool.
southeastern England. So,
And Vanessa, what are you going to show off about?
No, just I booked a holiday on Friday. Woo! So I'm going away in August for 10 days. Sun worshipping holiday.
Where are you going?
To Turkey again, actually. To a
Lovely.
fabulous hotel, guaranteed sunshine, and that's all I need, really.
Joe, it feels like we're split. It's like school holidays, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, why didn't anybody bring us a bottle of wine and some flowers for the teachers? I don't understand. Andy, honestly, where have you been? And Danny, the class people that anyway. We'll miss you all.
Have a wonderful summer, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate you being here.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
See you in September.